and welcome to another podcast on DLCentral. I'm Nathan Irvine.
Hello, and I'm Matthew Cundy.
And this is another... I think last week we said that we'd have some sort of structure in place.
Well, we have.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you've got a thing. We've got like a sort of itinerary down.
Yeah, that is true. But all it is doodles.
That's all right, though, isn't it?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Ukulele, where is that this week?
Ukulele has been replaced by keyboard. That was going to be EastEnders.
Yeah.
I can only get there.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll try that again at some point. You can't whistle.
It's quite a good keyboard as well, isn't it? It's quite long.
Yeah.
It's taking up most of the table.
Yeah, it's not... It's like a sort of Jean-Michel Jarre type number.
Yeah, I need to remember what all the things do as well. Oh, hang on,
Bullet cast.
So there'll be lots of noises during the podcast, hopefully.
That's all right.
Maybe we should just have like no talking and just noises.
Yeah, I mean that would what would constitute a musical track though, surely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so not brilliant. Sorry, mate, I'm going to be distracted with this.
What is that one?
It's meant to be applause.
That is not.
I think it's too much reverb on it, mate.
That's not applause. Anyway.
So what are we doing here? Come on, let's crack on.
What we do? Well, same as last week. We'll kick off with a bit of the old site update, bit of insight into what is happening on DLCentral.
Yeah.
And your old shoot the barrel as well.
And just general life.
Yeah,
in general.
Yeah, just sort of general life stuff with what's been happening. So I guess the big question is what's been happening.
Generally, life stuff.
Yeah. Oh God.
No, well, would the site's going? I mean, going great guns in terms of where we are already with it.
Yeah.
One thing I was going to talk about, which personally I found quite interesting, is how I've readdressed what I consider to be readdress those kind of your traffic numbers.
Right. Okay.
So clearly, coming from Games Radar, a big established website.
Yeah.
You're kind of that. You have like a benchmark. You have like a tide mark or
give us an example. Give us an example.
I mostly had skid marks.
Yeah.
Of what you would think would be a acceptable amount of traffic for like an article.
Right.
So something on the radar. If something did like 10, 20,000 page views, you'd be like, yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's for a single page article, not a page article spread over 100 pages, because then 10,000 page views. Yeah. Over 100 pages. But whatever, you times it by...
Trick the system, yeah.
You times it by whatever.
Yeah.
And on DLCentral, obviously, being a site that is been established for what?
You're actually asking me? Sorry.
I don't know, mate. You'll have to fill in for me.
I switched off. I was wondering whether or not my opening my legs towards you and sitting on your settee was going to put you off. 3 months.
Right.
Just about 3 months. End of December, I think we launched on the what was it? 28th of December. So coming up for 4 months now.
Right. Okay.
Is it? No, 3 months.
Well, for me, the starting point's somewhere completely different.
No, good with numbers, me.
Because it didn't really exist until I was on it.
Yeah.
So
you were nothing without me.
So what I'm saying, it's a bit calm and seashore, mate, just to calm the nerves. That's it. There we go.
Off to a flyer. Off to an absolute flyer. So big numbers numbers to be proud of on Games Radar or other websites was a lot bigger, but also coming onto it. Well, the difference being with you being now on a startup website is that there's a lower sort of expectations for what constitutes something that's good and what is bad.
It's all relative, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's very relative in terms of where the site is.
Yes.
At the moment. So, but I think that those traffic numbers that we're looking at if we're hitting like a 1,000 on an article, I'd consider that a success.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think from a standing start, I think we've done pretty well. I mean, I think I might have mentioned on the first podcast, but like the first few weeks was like if there was more than 30 people that had visited the site that day, it was Chuffy's time. Yeah. If there was over like 60 people, it was trousers off.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's consistently in the thousands.
Moment, so. I must admit, working on DLCentral, I find myself more. I don't know. I've always been quite obsessed with like analytics, which for analytics are that's the kind of the maths and the science and the stuff behind anything online that gives you all the numbers. So like how many people are looking at your site, what they're looking at, where they're from, all that bobbins, all goes on behind the scenes. Anyone who's familiar with analytics will know that even though it sounds quite boring, but it's quite addictive. I find it quite an addictive tool to be using.
Yeah. Only when the numbers are going up, not when they're going down.
Yeah, turn the analytics off when when it's bad numbers.
It's switched off.
When it's good numbers, analytics are great, but when it's bad numbers, turn it off. But I have kind of, I don't know. I was getting obsessed with the numbers, but and with the analytics of numbers. I don't want to make. Is this really boring and dry? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe if it is boring and dry, and people don't want to know about analytics, then
if it's ever boring and dry, mate, just you know what to do. I'm not sure what that is. Can we change that one?
That's the seashore, mate.
I don't like it.
Is it making you nervous?
Yeah, I don't like the water.
How about a little some? There you go.
Yeah, a bit of panpipes.
As that little bit of panpipes, a bit of reverb on that.
Yeah, put some reverb on that for next time.
Drop the beat.
But yeah, I mean, it does come across as like quite a boring thing, especially if you're not into it or aware of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be boring. But what we're trying to do in this sort of area with the podcast is just basically fill you in on
where we're at,
on where we're at with things, and this is where we're at with things. The odd thing about like starting up your own website as well is that there's always like different ways to measure traffic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we've got a thing which Raf, the web designer, put into the back end, which was get out the back end. Come on. It needed a what's he called?
Rim shot.
Yeah.
Oh. My rim shot off.
There's a thing in the back end. No, let's not start this again. Where it records individual people's activity on the site.
Yeah.
So it's like it shows a mock-up of the site.
Yeah.
The page, and then it shows the arrow going round, and it shows where they clicked and stuff like that. And it's
like it tracks the mouse movement of the person.
Like Ghostwriter. Do you remember Ghostwriter from like the 80s, late 80s?
Is that like Ghost Riding the Whip? Is that the same?
It's not. I mean, there's no cars involved in this bit. It was where they had magic pens, and there was a ghost like detective thing that they could write to. And
don't rate it, mate.
Anyway,
I don't know what that was. I missed that.
I think it just might have been a fevered dream. But yeah, there's like so many sort of areas that you can look into, and you can get consumed by it.
Yeah.
And as soon as like you think, oh, numbers are brilliant, and then it's like one day when it's not, and it's like, sod this, just rip it all up. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. We're trying to find. It's the case at the moment of trying to find that sort of like a nice, comfortable average of what we should be expecting from the site in terms of how many people are visiting, how many pages they're looking at. So that's an ongoing thing, isn't it?
It is an ongoing thing.
And then the ultimate aim of that is building it to a point where we can actually take the site to people and say, here's a attractive website that you would like to advertise around because the numbers are good.
Yes. And that's the ultimate dream.
That's the road we're on at the moment, isn't it, really?
Self-sufficiency is the ultimate dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone likes money.
Everyone likes money and everyone needs it. And on a website, the way to make good money is through advertising, isn't it?
It is funny, isn't it? Like, we're in this sort of day and age. Like, times have sort of moved on into the digital age and everything like that, and the main sort of thrust of finance still comes from old school style advertising.
Yeah.
There's a man on the roof over there.
What's he doing? Where?
We're just to fill you in. We're in Cundy's living room.
A front room with a vista.
With a vista, and there's just across the street there was a man on the roof.
They've had burglars over there, see, mate. So
have they?
Might be a bird. Did he have like a stripy top and a mask on?
Yeah, and
a bag.
He had a bag with a $sign on it. Yeah,
that's took care of him, mate.
That's fixed in. That's fixed in right. But yeah, I mean, it's not. As I keep saying, it's not entirely exciting for everyone, but it is interesting if you ever sort of delve into it to see what's cracking behind the scenes.
Yeah. And for anyone who thinks I'm going to make a website and get rich quick, I suppose it's you know.
Is that still moving? Hello.
What are you doing,
So
mate?
I was just making sure that it was still moving on there.
That coffee scent you gone.
Oh,
you gone weird, mate.
It's because obviously we usually have someone that. Well, we used to have someone on Games Radar podcast that would check the sound levels before we even started recording. Now it's a really hulky record off an iPad sat in the living room with Cundy's massive keyboard on display.
There we are. That was Electronic Piano 1, that, for anyone that's interested.
Yeah. On a Yamaha
keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll play us out again today later.
Nice
so that's kind of is that where we're on with the podcast or with what?
With what?
With the website stuff. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
There's site changes that have happened.
Yes, site changes.
Yep. You might have noticed that the Xbox, PS3. What was it? Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo.
It was kind of Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, wasn't it?
There were three. Yeah, there were three boxes at the top where individual stories were sort of updated for each platform, so that it'd be new and it would display the latest thing.
Yeah,
that's gone. Mainly to do with Nintendo.
Yeah, because.
And that, like, a bit of interesting insight is that in terms of DLC, in terms of news in general, Nintendo there wasn't really anything to update, so it was constantly that Assassin's Creed thing. Yeah,
the kind of the featured area for Nintendo stuff was just stuck on a story.
Yeah. So now that's gone. The pages, the homepage is red tags all over, red ribbons all over it.
Yeah.
Whereas it used to be red, blue, and green.
Yeah.
If you go to the individual platform pages, it's still got that sort of
colour coded
shizzle there. Shizzle, old school, mate.
Keeping it real, mate.
Yeah. And now there's like a constant flow of stuff. So any new features, reviews, or news stories that go up on the site, they end up in those first three boxes.
Yeah.
And then it flows onto the latest posts.
Yeah,
once it drops out.
It's an ongoing thing, isn't it? As website.
Yeah, websites.
As websites should be.
Mate, come on. I know you're your own worst critic, but come on.
Yeah, they should be like a kind of organic.
Yeah.
Thing. So they're just developing it all the time, just constant tweaks, isn't it? Just to make it to improve it.
These are the things that you only find out once you actually launch it as well.
Yeah.
And have a little fiddle around and stuff like that. Anything else? Site news?
No, site news. Well, no, I don't. Life wise,
that's affected.
Well, life is the site at the moment, really, isn't it? Because it is all consuming when you're trying to do something, and it'd be a new thing.
Still £0 and pence made.
£0 and pence made, but we'll get there, mate. You know. Get me flat cap out on the street.
It's back down the door office.
A bit of busking.
Bit of busted.
A bit of busting, mate.
Come on, what are you going to play with us then?
Oh, I was going to do. Hang on. Oh, it's alright. I've blown it.
Oh.
Hang on a minute.
No. You get.
There we go. Kids will love this. This is where it's at, isn't it? You know? This is what's happening.
It's absolutely not a shambles cast.
So should we move on to the next thing?
Yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Should we have a sting in there somewhere?
Oh, you want a sting?
It's alright, you do that later. Oh, we was going to talk about the site name. That's more site news. We've gone back to site news.
So I'll leave the sting. I won't do the sting just yet.
Don't do the sting. Don't leave him
Site
outside.
name or podcast name you're talking about?
Oh, podcast name.
Podcast name.
Come on, I've got it all wrong, haven't I?
Yeah.
Should we go through those?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So we had quite a bit of feedback on
Twits.
Yeah.
And the email.
Most of it from Alundra Wellman.
Yeah.
Plenty of suggestions.
Do you want to just read a selection of them out?
A selection of podcast name suggestions here. Yeah. These are accredited to Alundra Wellman. Various plays on the DLC. Dangerous listening content.
Yeah.
Downloadable listening content.
Yeah.
Dirty listening content.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Amaze-A-Tron.
Yeah, you was quite taken with
I
that.
like that one, yeah. Amaze-A-Tron's a word I do actually say. Say that.
Today.
Yeah.
Twice.
Missile command.
Yeah.
On the couch. And then it kind of veers off into the realms of, just kind of arrangements of words.
Yeah.
Look at all the pretty colours.
Yeah.
Shoot the glass. Find the find the monkey. I don't mind that. Find the monkey. Find the monkey podcast. I don't mind that.
I thought he was going to play like a monkey sound.
There's no monkey.
Forget
sound
it.
effects.
It's keyboards. Shite.
Make a line. Just hammer the buttons.
Right.
I don't mind that. Just hammer the buttons. Yeah. I don't mind that. Matt and Nat chat.
Yeah, no one really calls me Nat.
Yeah, and it does make you sound like a lady, so I quite like that. Maybe you could dress up like a lady just for the podcast.
Again.
Come on.
Not again. You've tricked me into this before.
And then Direct, Loud and Cundy.
Yeah.
As another. There's plenty of good ones there. I mean,
yeah.
I do like Amaze-A-Tron. I do quite like Find the Monkey.
Yeah.
And I do like Just Hammer the Buttons. So.
What were the other ones? Who else sent something?
So we got some Rob Conker sent in the Cundy show. It's not all about me. Most of it should be.
It's pretty sad about that one.
But
pretty angry.
I think what he's saying there, mate, is if just have me doing the podcast bit on my own. Yeah.
Well, you need me to do this because it's my iPad.
Oh yeah.
So.
And then or just like DLCentral or Shoot the Barrel.
Yeah.
Podcast. So some fairly,
Go on.
We thought of those ones ourselves, didn't we? Like the DLCentral podcast.
Yeah.
And then Greg C87,
who is Greg Christie in real life?
Greg Christie in the real world. 2 men and a ukulele.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind.
But that would mean that the ukulele would have to come every week.
Nothing wrong with that. But
you say that.
And then Ronnie Mac 80 says DLC asked. So like DL cast.
Yeah.
DL cast.
It only works when you actually read it.
Like DL cast.
Yeah.
It doesn't work when you do DLC asked.
No, exactly.
Can't be asked.
Shall I? I'm going to attempt something now with the iPad.
What are you doing, mate?
I'm just hoping that it carries on recording.
Right.
It looks like it's going to carry on recording.
Do you want some music in the meantime?
Yeah, just see if you could just play a little musical interlude.
Oh, I don't like that one. What's that?
That's a rip-off of I Am the Resurrection. Just get it switched off.
What are you talking about?
Get the ukulele or nothing. Right, hang on, I've got it now. So anyway, we've got suggestions from Liam Ross.
Yeah.
Again, DLC asked.
Yeah, so DL cast. Yeah.
Cast. Half Dar UK. I see what he's doing there.
Yeah.
DLC chat or DLC hat.
DLC hat.
The
yeah.
Downloadable hat.
I quite like the DLC hat.
Yeah. Downloadable pod tent.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
Bukkake, which is put in brackets. That's just for Matt.
Okay.
Stephen Richmond has barely reviewable. Chris Edmonds has oh no, you DLC didn't. Quite like that. Live from the sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grab your tits.
Ollie.
It's time for the Nathan and Matt podcast.
Right. The Grab Your Tits podcast. I quite like just that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Grab your tits. I don't know how that would go down.
Like
but yeah.
blue tits.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the RPBS might have something to say about
RPBS. Who are they?
Yeah, the Royal
Perversion of Birds. The Royal Defilement of Animals.
Sexy chat time,
Yoli.
DLC talk time, and gaming godfathers. Have we decided on one?
No.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. The surprise. Well, the only time that we'll know what this podcast is actually called is when it's put up on the site.
Yeah. Who knows?
Might just
I'm
call
terrible
it
at making
DLC.
Decisions.
Maybe just DLC podcast. Maybe that's
It's simple, isn't it?
DLCentral podcast.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's simple. So I quite like Amaze-A-Tron because it does go with that kind of image that's already been used with the podcast.
What about DLCentral's Amaz-A-Tron podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Are we in?
Boosh. Hey, it's a good job you don't have to pay for this.
There we are.
It's a good job you don't pay for this. There we go then. DLC
Amaze-A-Tron podcast. That's it. So that's thanks to Lundra Wellman, I think, isn't it, for the Amaze-A-Tron?
Yeah, and whoever suggested just using DLCentral as well.
Yeah, that was me, I think, mate. So
was that just you?
I get a cut of any profits out of that.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Move on.
To
Move
what?
on. What have you been playing? I was going to ask you that, but then you told me that you haven't been playing anything.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that was a nice, quick section there. Moving on straight to the next thing.
What have you been playing though?
What have I been playing? I've been playing Tiger Woods for review, but I'm not allowed to talk about that because it was for a magazine.
Right.
And what else did I play recently? Oh, the Sleeping Dogs. Oh, I was playing it last week. The Sleeping Dogs.
DLC,
which I finished within an hour.
That's no good,
within 2 hours, I reckon.
Right.
It's over too soon.
Yeah.
I think you can finish it in less than an hour.
That's not
if
long.
You just hammer the stories. And $4.99 for that. No.
It's not enough,
No.
is it?
It's good. I really like Sleeping Dogs, but I'm not. I just think that $4.99 just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit into the pay scale.
No.
Scale?
No, it seems like it's the sort of stuff that you want to have in the game.
It felt like it should
there.
have been. It would have been a perfect introduction to the entire game.
To have him playing as the old beat
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Just starting off as like Joe Beat Bobby, and then working his way up to Donnie Brasco, infiltrating the triads, having an ass.
I bet it was the introduction. Then they're like, you know what? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm speculating here. Controversial.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I did play something. I played a game called Break, but it's on Xbox Live Indie Games. Break, yeah. You know, like games where you just have to break out of a brick wall.
Oh yeah.
Played one of them. It's basically exactly the same as all the other ones. It's like Arkanoid, if anyone remembers that.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it had like a really hard
Super breakout.
The second level I found really hard. Like you had to get the ball in a tiny little hole.
Oh. Come on, you need to change that up.
You had to get the ball in the little hole, and I just couldn't get it in there.
Yeah. Story
Story of my life, mate. Story of my life. You hum it, I'll sing it.
I've also been playing. It doesn't really relate to consoles, but I have been playing a game called Little Inferno. Is it?
Oh yeah, on what, the Wii?
Tiny Inferno.
Come on, mate. Well, Little Inferno is on Wii U, isn't it?
Is it Little Inferno? Yeah, where you have to burn stuff.
Yeah. Was it on Wii? I think so. Yeah. What have you been playing it on?
On iPad.
Come on.
That's why the icon's there, my
Right.
friend. But I don't need to bring that up. I don't need to bring. I'm not.
What do you do? You just burn stuff.
Yeah, you just put stuff into a fire and burn it, and then you have to. It's like toys and like items, and if you get combos, then you get to open like the next catalogue, and then you get to put more things in it. But it's just I guess it's a kind of like statement on how we as consumers just buy stuff and throw it away.
Like just burn through it.
Yeah, just get through it onto the next thing.
Do you burn any cars in it or
cars?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Because I'm from Manchester. That's
I was just.
That's what we're into.
Come on, mate.
Come on.
That's not what I was saying at all.
Well, it felt a little bit like it.
Here we are.
I'm enjoying the musical interludes.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
So it seems as though we've not actually played it. Should we stick something on to actually play?
Yeah, stick something.
Should we do? Do you want to explain what we're doing here?
Well, I can do. Yeah.
I'm just going to go.
Basically, Cundy's going to put the Xbox on. Oh, he's got his belt off. Well, I thought he was going to put the Xbox on.
You'll probably hear it fire up.
Looks like I'm in for an assault. Oh, come on now.
Do you want music on the thing that we're doing or not?
No.
We'll just keep it going.
Keep it off.
Otherwise it might be a bit too...
Anyway, we're putting the Xbox on. We're going to download one of the indie titles and then just have a little play around on it. This is sort of... it's kind of a little test bed for something that we want to try in video form, where we're going to eventually... Right? We're going to eventually...
Video these bits, I suppose.
Video these bits with camera on, camera off.
I guess see how it goes down as a podcast thing as well, because...
Yeah,
we're going into this blind. I just thought, because you get so much stuff on the Xbox Indie channel that is funny to play, that I thought it would be a good idea, to have a little go on it in the podcast little section where we just try something out, have a little sampler. So I haven't got a clue what we're playing.
Nope.
Maybe that's something we could do as we record. Is just put out a little thing on Twitter and give people 3 games that we could play, and people have to choose which one.
Yeah, could do. I think
could do.
Yeah, so in future, as I was sort of saying, like we want to try and record us playing games for the first time, or any DLC or whatever it is. It doesn't really have to be timely. It's just having a little play, seeing what happens.
Exactly, that's what it's about, isn't it?
Get a DLC quest.
What do you want to put? Right, okay.
DLC quest.
You want to go DLC quest?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's relevant, isn't it?
Right, so yeah, this is DLC Quest Live, freemium or die.
Yeah.
Let's have a go. I'll just have a go on the old free trial here because
cheapskate.
Well, yeah.
Cheapskate. You need money to play games.
Right. So this is quite new on Xbox Live, I think, and I'm guessing it's a. I should have found out about this. I'm guessing it's a follow up to the actual DLC Quest, which came out a little while ago and was verily good. Verily good. Yeah, it was kind of a little tongue-in-cheek poke at games and how games use microtransactions in DLC now.
I think it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
What type of sound effects that?
8-bit. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I got distracted there, see? Here we go, play trial. Right, okay, so we've downloaded the little trial version.
Let's have a look at it then.
Let's have a little gander.
See, there's a lot of hidden gems on here, and then there's a lot of shite, isn't there, as well?
There's a lot, but there is some of the shite. It's so shite, it's good.
There was one that looked pretty lewd before, where there was a lady sort of in a compromising position.
You do, yeah.
There's a lot of that there, isn't there? I remember there was that cheerleader one that
which was kind of creepy, wasn't it? Where some guy had paid for like some cheerleaders to come to his like hotel room, and then film them answering questions, and you had to work out whether you were
smarter than a cheerleader, something like that. But it was like, if this guy turned out to be a serial killer, then it was the type of videos that they would have found.
Yeah,
like just him recording his victims. It was pretty odd. It's pretty odd. Strangely arousing.
So this is here
we go.
So start new game. Here we go. We're in DLC Quest Live, freemium or die.
Yeah. Is that sort of live free?
This is from Going Loud Studios.
Yeah.
Start new game. Okay. So there's not really DLC to unlock in this. You have to go around and you have to pick up coins.
Yeah.
And the art style is like big.
Alex Kidd.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's that kind of 8-bit looking thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you meet lots of little NPCs, and they need stuff.
Roy.
Who we met here? There's a little guy called Roy. Yeah.
Roy Walker. It looks like how Tom Jones looks now, like proper grey.
Oh yeah, he does.
Silver all over with the little goatee beard as well.
Yeah, or Roy. What was the guy off catchphrase?
Roy Walker.
Maybe that's meant to be Roy Walker.
I think just because he's called Roy. I don't think it was just called Roy Walker. He's been out of the spotlight for a while, old Roy as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
I've lost track of what Roy's up to now, to be honest. But so the little NPC called Roy there, who he was just having a chat to, he just walked off and died. Look.
What?
So
did he walk onto the spikes?
Yeah. So I think probably you have to get some DLC that you have to get enough coins to be able to purchase something that will enable him not to die. That was the kind of premise of the last DLC quest.
Just play the game, mate.
I'm playing it.
Let's see what happens.
I'm playing it.
Skip all the bits where it tells you what to do and that. I'm not a fan of that.
Really.
I mean, is this just it's a free game, yeah?
Yeah.
It's amazing that people can just make games like this.
Well, no, this is not. It's not a free game. I've just downloaded the demo, so it'll probably perspire.
No, right. In that case, yeah, they should have made a better game.
Or examine.
Shepherd. Ah, is Shepherd?
Well, you're thinking I don't think it's meant to be. No, I think it was literally just like a shepherd.
So at the moment, Matt's going around and reading a lot of gravestones. Tombstones.
I did just pick up some DLC.
Oh, it's loading.
I did just pick up some DLC. Like a part of. Here we go. We got new DLC pack available. Day 1 patch pack.
Ah, I see what it's done there.
Yeah.
It's like a little pastiche look.
Exactly. And I did it. Right. Oh, we got a new checkpoint pack. Okay.
So it's basically. Yeah, I see what's going on there.
Normally, yeah, you have to collect DLC and it will get you to access different stages of the game.
Yeah.
What's this little... There's another little guy here. What's he after?
Lamp, he's called.
Oh, he's a little... It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. So a little Zelda reference in there.
Well, what? Alright. I'm Lamp, the town comedian. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
So far,
you're not feeling it.
Not feeling it, mate.
Come on, mate. Let's get out. Let's give something else a go. Come on.
No, go on. Carry on.
Yeah, well,
carry on. Let's see what happens. Go on, just keep going. I'll try and keep some sort of running commentary on it. I mean, the way that it's set up at the moment it is like a sort of Mario style RPG where you're jumping around platforms and talking to people. And I mean, to me, this is pretty boring. So to you listening, I mean, you're probably hoping for us to talk about some more Google Analytics.
Well, I've got to say, I like the last DLC quest. I really enjoyed it. This looks like it is more of the same.
I mean, it's just this day and age that we live in. I just need to be entertained straight away.
Something else. Come on, let's get out of this.
But what are we going to do?
We'll get another one. We'll get another game in.
What else are we going to play?
Oh, it's fine, mate. There's loads of stuff up there. I saw one earlier. Maybe we should try the one with the lady.
Come on now.
Right, hang on.
Shall I pause this?
No, keep it going, mate. That's fine. It's all right.
Can I play on the keyboard?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, mate.
What's that do? Yes.
Now we're talking.
Come on, put something on.
What?
Don't die, Pluto.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try and get another game here called Don't Die, Pluto. It sounds pretty
good.
You can play this one, mate.
Yeah.
I'll just wait for it to get it downloaded. Hang on, let you touch my hand in, mate. So
sorry, mate.
It's all right.
Touch your leg there.
Don't Die, Pluto. Confirm download.
Go!
Pending download. So, I mean, on radio, you usually have to keep entertaining people.
Well, do you want to just...
Because there's...
Do you want to tell people about my TV? How big my telly is?
Well, I mean, it's so big that I'm having to lean forward on the settee just so I can read the text.
And you're only about 4 feet away from it as well.
I'm only 4 feet away. It's maybe the smallest TV I've ever seen in real life. And I don't know how you play all your games on this.
See a little picture of Mr. Gibbs up there. It's my old avatar picture. My old cat. He's gone now.
What? Is it?
Yeah, it's Mr. Gibbs. I took a picture of him, yeah.
That's sad.
Right, okay, then I'll go play trial.
Play trial. Right, I'm going in. Don't die, Pluto. Not the dog.
Let's hope not.
Not the cartoon dog.
Let's hope not, mate.
The planet. The planet. I tell you what, this is well worn, this pad.
Worn or warm?
Worn.
Yeah, I know. It's had some action, mate.
It's really, like, you can't even feel the nubs on the Xbox pad anymore.
Here we go, play.
Play. Here we go.
Go!
That's like the start of Ghost Town.
What's happening here then, mate?
Hey Mars, want to hear a joke?
There we go.
Question mark.
Nothing.
Pluto. Oh, he's called Pluto a joke. Don't listen to them, Pluto.
Right. So this is some kind of interplanetary
Bullying.
But yeah, bullying going on. I'm not quite. What's the big pink? There's like a big pink marshmallowy blob thing. Is that meant to be Mars?
No, I think Mars is the orange thing in the bottom left-hand corner.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it feels like it's falling flat, this bit.
I hoped for this bit, mate.
I'll be honest with you.
That's it. I'm packing up. I'm unplugging the keyboard.
I think it might just be the games that we've picked. If people could actually see
the games,
but we haven't got that visual advantage.
We haven't. Well, so, I mean, we are. You know, we're just. This is a test bed, isn't it?
It is a test bed, and I think the test.
We've shit the bed.
The test has come back. The test has come back, and it says that it should die. This bit.
Oh, I'm sad about that.
It's all right, mate.
Here we go. Skip intro. Come on.
Right, okay.
Yes, here we go.
All right, we'll give it one more chance. We'll give it one more chance.
We could always just do that.
Just do that
for another hour.
Just do that. Oh, I'm moving it around.
Right. Okay. So you're playing like a little grey thing.
I
see what you're saying without the with the just.
Yeah. So I'm playing as Pluto. It looks like, and I'm guiding.
Through the.
It doesn't feel like I'm moving the planet, so to speak. More I'm moving the background. There are asteroids.
Crash into one and see if anything happens. Because at the minute you're literally just like moving around a big black.
Chasing it. A big black.
Big black nothing. Like
I just collected that asteroid.
You've assimilated it. Maybe you get bigger. You get bigger, so you get bigger as you pick up. Oh, get the really big one. Whoa, he's getting big now, mate.
So it's a little bit like the Earth humans are saying, "Let's kill Pluto."
Right. So presumably there is going to be some.
You can't be big enough to see.
You can't get anything than you're bigger that.
It's like
bigger.
Katamari. It's like Katamari, but
better.
But fucking awful. Like possibly the worst game I've ever played. What's this? Oh jeez.
That was Earth's people were.
Oh, they. Oh, right. Hang on. Here we go. Right, definitely. It'll get more interesting now. I promise. Matt, you do the talking. Yeah.
I got this. Words of a. On account missiles. This looks pretty good. This game. All right, should we knock it on the head this bit then?
Yeah,
you could say it's a bit of a dog.
What was that?
Little pigeon.
Right.
All right. So
one last go.
So you're into it now, mate.
One last go. I'm collecting the asteroids, and I'm getting and Pluto is getting bigger. But then they keep firing missiles at you, and it's really hard to get away from the missiles. like the hardest, like it's just following me. I cannot get rid of it.
Oh, that big one!
Oh, you bastard! Yeah. We're done here.
Yeah, that's it. Done.
We're done. Oh, he's off again! Look at me! Oh, it's properly shit. Right, we're done. That bit. I promise, honestly, I'm really sorry about that. It won't return next week. You're a cock for doing that.
All right,
we've reached the bottom rung here.
Right, okay. So what's next?
What was it? Oh, for God's sake, I'm so taken away by that game. I just don't know where I am anymore. That's it. Just play some music while I try and find what we'll do next.
I'm turning it. So I turn the Xbox off.
Yeah, turn the Xbox off.
This has been a disaster.
It's failed us.
This has been a disaster.
Like I said, this would have been much better if we had the video set up so they could see the game and we was talking to them while we do it. It doesn't work on radio. They have to imagine it. I'm
down in the mouth about this now.
Come on now.
I feel a bit depressed.
Come on.
A bit deflated.
Here he is. He's back on track now. Back on track.
Oh, right, okay, so what have we got next?
It just says something fun.
Well, we done.
Suggestions
I mean,
or-
are we at like the wrapping up stage? Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
yeah, because we've kind of like.
That's all
Oh
right.
yeah, that's right. I don't know. I don't know what we've created here. I don't really know what we've done here with this.
Well, there was structure to it.
Yeah,
It started off all right,
yeah. I think.
and then he just slid downhill. I mean,
Yeah, I think
that's the structure of a slide.
Yeah, we definitely need sections. I think, don't we? Because otherwise, we just like. We need guidance.
What else is there?
I need to know what I need guidance.
Guidance on what?
Just what to do.
On what? Can do anything.
I'm like a child.
Can do anything.
I need a.
What do you want to do? Come on. Come on.
I want
Yeah. You want to move? Right. Well, what we'll do is, I don't know. Is it boring doing new stuff? I'm not really that. Do people want it to be informative?
Are we still talking on the podcast?
Yeah,
here?
of course we
Still
are.
talking?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we just gone into just general chat.
Yeah. Treat it how you like. I don't know. Like, maybe that's the other thing that people can suggest next. It's exactly what we talk about on a weekly basis.
Or maybe people could come and record the podcast themselves.
Yeah. We'll just what should we do?
I don't know.
You can make them some coffee or whatever.
I've made enough coffee today, mate. I think that might be what the problem is. That coffee just made us go a bit.
There we go then.
Bzz.
We got to the bottom of it. But yeah, it sort of feels like we've come to the end of this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. It's what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is. So next week we'll do something similar. We won't be doing that gaming thing again.
I'm disappointed about that, mate.
Don't be disappointed. Just use this as a lesson in what works and what doesn't work on a podcast.
Yeah.
But next week we'll try and do something else. Maybe some, we might even bump up the platform page where this podcast is with maybe a little video or something.
Yeah. We should do a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the ladies in the house.
Well, it feels like we're at that point now. So to play us out on the come on, that was a good.
Oh, this has all gone wrong, mate. Today, terrible.
This is why we don't work in radio,
Right.
Or indeed work
Anywhere.
To play us out is Matt Cundy. So yes, hopefully we'll speak to you again next week with stuff that is more coherent. So thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
I just can't fucking...
Here's Matt Cundy to play us out.